So, the film begins with a funeral. It was the funeral for the wife of the richest man in France. His son stood there in shock, unable to believe his mother was gone. The air felt heavy and silent, and the people standing around the grave spoke only in whispers. The boy stared at the coffin as if he were trying to understand something that his young mind could not accept. Everyone leaves, and Philippe tells his son to go home. At that moment, he knew he should stay with his son. A small voice inside him told him that this was the moment when his son needed him the most. However, his meeting was more important than his family. Important businessmen were waiting for him, and years of habit had taught him that work always came first. So he leaves. A year later, we meet a man named Sammy. Sammy had a bad arm. The injury made everyday work difficult, and people often judged him because of it before even speaking to him. But Sammy's confidence and marketing skills were amazing. He was the kind of person who could sell almost anything if he believed in it strongly enough. He sold strange things at high prices, claiming they were imported. People would often gather around him because he spoke with enthusiasm and humor, turning ordinary objects into rare treasures with his stories. This time, the strangest thing he had was a two-headed robe. It looked ridiculous, but Sammy spoke about it as if it were the most fashionable item in the world. But then, the police arrive and take his things, claiming his imported goods were illegal. They packed up his stall without listening to his explanations, leaving him standing there helplessly. Sad, Sammy goes home. His wife was shocked by the news because Sammy had borrowed 3,000 euros to buy the stock. That money represented hope for them, a chance to improve their life. Sammy's wife was pregnant and their house was in bad shape. The roof leaked when it rained, and the furniture was old and broken. To solve these problems, he decided to find work. However, it was hard to find a job with his bad hand. Every interview ended the same way, with polite rejection and disappointed expressions. Nevertheless, he got a job as a security guard at a mall. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest work and a chance to earn stable income. Meanwhile, we see Alex, whose birthday was coming up soon. His dad, Philippe, asks him what gift he wants. Alex, acting mature, says nothing and leaves. Philippe is very upset. Alex has isolated himself since his mother died. The large house feels empty, even though it is full of servants and security guards. Later, Sammy starts his night shift, and the mall is empty the next morning. The silence of the mall makes the bright lights and large halls feel strange and lonely. Philippe had cleared the mall so Alex could choose any gift. Poor Sammy, tired from his shift, was sleeping on a shelf near a Hulk statue. When he saw the owner coming, he panicked and tried to climb down, but got caught in a net. When Alex's guards came to help, Sammy's pepper spray went off. It was a funny scene that filled the quiet mall with sudden chaos. Alex was so impressed that instead of a toy, he ordered his manager to buy Sammy. The mall owner was shocked and said humans are not for sale. But since Alex insisted, he couldn't refuse. He took Sammy aside and said, "There is a chance for you to earn big money. I offer you a job. If you play with this kid for a day, you'll get 1,000 euros. This was a lot of money for Sammy. He agrees and goes to meet Alex. But when Alex asks his men to pack Sammy in a box, Sammy is shocked and refuses. He tells the boss he agreed to play, not to be packed in a box. "I am not a toy or animal. I am a human. I won't do that." The boss explains, "You don't know who this is. Alex is the son of Philippe, the richest man in France. He could buy 10 malls like this or close ours. If you agree to the box, you will get whatever you ask." Sammy thinks and says, "I want 3,000 euros. The boss agrees and orders his men to pack Sammy into the box. The scene cuts to a large toy box in Alex's room. Sammy comes out. He had never seen such a fancy room. It was full of technology and colorful lights that made it look like a futuristic playground. Alex said, "Follow me." He jumped down a slide. When Sammy didn't follow, the guards threw him down. This was Alex's playroom, which surprised Sammy. Alex signaled him to play quietly. At first, Sammy joked around, but seeing Alex was serious, he played smart and won the game. They spent the day playing. For the first time in a long time, Alex seemed interested in something. When Philippe comes home, the guards show him a video of Sammy coming out of the box. Philippe is upset and orders the video deleted. If it leaks, the media would make a huge scandal. Deep down, Philippe feels bad that his son treated a human like a toy. Philippe feels sorry for Sammy, so he invites him to dinner. Sammy sees only the two of them eating in silence. When he tastes the food, he gets emotional. They eat delicious food every day, but they aren't happy. The dining table is large enough for many people, yet only two sit there quietly. A cake is brought out. Alex cuts the cake silently. Philippe wishes him a happy birthday, and they leave. Sammy is asked to sign a contract. He must not tell anyone about this. In return, he gets his money. As Sammy is leaving, Philippe stops him. He says, "I want you to stay a few days. My son is talking for the first time since his mother died." Sammy says, "I only came for the money. I am not a toy." Sammy turns to leave, and Philippe calls out, "I will pay 14,000 euros a week." Sammy hesitates. This would cover his bills and the baby's costs, so he agrees. Sammy gets a 10,000 euro check in advance. Since he left without telling his wife, he is sent home to see her. Sammy's neighbors are shocked to see him in a luxury car and take photos. Sammy finds his wife very angry. He couldn't explain where he was, why he couldn't talk, and why he was packing. Sammy invents a story to calm her down. When she stays angry, he gives her the check. She is surprised and believes his story. As Sammy leaves, he sees his neighbors who worked for Philippe had been fired and were protesting. When Sammy returns, they sit like it's a business meeting. Alex, giving orders, says tomorrow's game is, "You are the rabbit and must run from the dogs." Sammy was shocked. It was dangerous. He told the assistant he wouldn't do it. He was a toy, not bait for dogs. The staff tried to convince him, "You took the money, you must do it." Sammy had to agree. He said Alex was a spoiled rich kid who needed to learn. Alex heard this and felt sad. The next day, the game began. He ran in a rabbit suit, chased by dogs. He escaped, but was so upset that he quit. He told everyone, "I am leaving and returning the money." At home, he found his wife had spent all the money on appliances and food for her friends. Sammy was upset. That night, he saw the baby move in her stomach. This melted Sammy's heart. He wanted to provide for his child, and this was a good chance to earn money. He decided to go back. Alex was angry because Sammy had insulted him and left. To fix the mood, Sammy played a game and jumped in the bathtub. Sammy tried to splash Alex. Alex ran away laughing. They ran into Philippe's meeting room. Sammy realized it was a mistake. But Philippe didn't mind. He silenced the guests because he hadn't seen his son laugh in a year. The next evening, Alex wanted to play, but Sammy said, "No. Look at the sunset." They watched the view. Alex suddenly felt sad and ran away. Sammy followed him and found him at a treehouse where Alex used to go with his mom. Alex was sad seeing her picture. He told Sammy he loved her, but she died. When she was sick, Alex wanted to be with her to make memories. But Philippe sent her to the US, and she came back dead. Seeing him cry, Sammy felt bad and told jokes to make him laugh. Alex felt better. Later, Sammy met Philippe in the garden and told him to walk barefoot. Philippe ignored him. Sammy said a motherless child needs his father. Philippe was angry that a poor man was lecturing him. Sad, Sammy went inside to watch a game with Alex and the staff. They cheered loudly. Philippe returned and saw everyone happy. He understood he should spend time with his son. When he sat to watch, only he, Alex, and Sammy cheered. The others stayed quiet. When their team won, Sammy and Alex hugged. Philippe asked for a hug too. But it was awkward. So, later, Sammy tries to teach Philippe how to hug. He says a hug expresses love. The tighter you hold, the closer you feel. He hugged Philippe to show him, but the assistant saw it and misunderstood. They stopped. That night, Sammy and Alex went to sleep. Alex had a nightmare and was scared. He slept next to Sammy. In the morning, Philippe checked on them. He felt jealous seeing his son with Sammy, as he had never been that close to him. In the morning, Sammy cheered up Alex and played the mom's piano. This made Philippe angry, and he fired Sammy, ignoring that Alex would be hurt. Alex begged him to bring Sammy back. Philippe refused. Alex left the house in his minicar. Sammy saw Alex following him and told him to go home. But Alex insisted, so Sammy let him in the car. When Philippe heard Alex ran away, he fired his bodyguard. The bodyguard said, "You can't fire me. I have been with Alex since birth. I will find him." But Philippe didn't listen. We see Alex happy at Sammy's house. He helps Sammy's wife and plays with the local kids. He likes being with kids his age. Sammy shows Alex his two-headed toy. They have fun. Sammy gave Alex his book as a birthday gift. He was so happy with the simple gift. Sammy says it is time to go home. He was about to take him, but Philippe arrived. They grabbed Alex and threatened Sammy with death if he saw Alex again. Sad, Sammy returns home. He notices everyone looking at him strangely. Even his wife looks angry. Philippe gets a notification. The video of Sammy in the box is viral. Sammy's wife is furious. "You sold your dignity for money. We are ashamed." After the video, the people Philippe fired were protesting again, demanding justice for Sammy. But Sammy was gone. His wife had kicked him out. Night falls. Sammy's wife regrets it. Sammy needed support. This was a hard time. She didn't support him. She decides to find him. The next day, Philippe tells Alex they are going to Japan. He realized he should prioritize his son. But Alex refuses unless Philippe accepts his condition. Philippe agrees. Later, he meets the fired workers and says, "I am rehiring everyone because of Alex, and I am giving you a raise." Everyone was happy and praised Philippe for getting Sammy. Sammy's wife asks, "Did you forget Sammy? Don't you remember what you did to him?" Suddenly, she goes into labor. The workers take her to the hospital. Alex and Philippe leave for the airport. Philippe apologizes to Alex for being a bad father. Alex says Sammy will always regret it if they don't help him. It turns out Sammy was hiding. Alex hid him in the treehouse to protect him. Philippe and Alex cancel the trip and go to the hospital. Sammy is flown to the hospital in Philippe's helicopter. Later, Alex is happy with Philippe. He praised his dad. Philippe promised to spend time with him. Sammy came out and announced he had a daughter. Everyone was happy. Sammy gave his daughter to Alex. Philippe was happy too. They left. Philippe stopped in a parking lot. Alex was quiet, but the fight was over. Philippe wanted to talk. Remembering Sammy, he took off his shoes. He told Alex to do the same, because walking barefoot is soothing. They walk and talk. Alex has a wish. He and Sammy will open a factory to make the toys he saw at Sammy's house. Philippe laughs and agrees. The movie ends with them looking happy.